RVs and other camping vehicles are making deep inroads in Japan's auto market. Sales hit a record high last year. Yuko Fukushima joins us now from the business team.
In a world dominated by towering American Class A motorhomes and sprawling Class C rigs, where luxury is measured in slide-outs and square footage, a quiet revolution has been unfolding on the streets of Tokyo, Osaka, and Sapporo.
Keen to find out more, we headed to the Japan Mobility Show, a biannual event that showcases all the latest in cars and futuristic mobility vehicles. Homing in on the campervan zone, we found more than 20 exhibitors with some 40 models on display.
Japan's campervan manufacturers are proving that bigger is not always better. Today, we're diving into 5 Japanese campervans that put American RVs to shame. Number 5. Nuts RV Crescent Evolite. Introduced in 2019 and sold and rented nationwide in Japan, the Nuts RV's Crescent Evolite is a cab conversion built on Toyota's Camroad chassis by Nuts RV, the country's largest RV manufacturer with a broad domestic service network. Rather than imitating the scale and slide-out heavy approach of many American RVs, it compresses full motorhome functionality into a body under 5 meters long while still accommodating up to 6 sleepers. This design philosophy reflects a deliberate rejection of bulk in favor of precision, positioning the Evolite as a serious travel vehicle rather than a minimalist weekend camper. With dimensions of roughly 4,990 millimeters in length and 2,070 millimeters in width, the Evolite directly addresses the central challenge of compact RVs, delivering livable interior space without sacrificing usability. Its specifications signal long-distance intent, not compromise. By pairing the proven reliability of the Toyota Camroad, widely used in Japan for both commercial and recreational applications, with an advanced proprietary electrical system, Nuts RV fundamentally reshaped the on-road living experience. The Evolite is engineered to support extended travel, family use, and off-grid stops, where comfort must remain consistent regardless of location. At the core of this capability is Evolite, Nuts RV's high-efficiency charging and power management system. Developed domestically and refined through collaboration with established battery technology providers such as Vantech, the system integrates 3 deep-cycle batteries and intelligent charging logic. Unlike conventional camper electrical setups that struggle with heavy loads, Evolite can power a household-grade air conditioner for up to 8 hours without the engine running. Even more significantly, depleted batteries can be fully recharged after roughly 5 to 6 hours of driving, effectively allowing the vehicle to regenerate its own power simply by moving. This capability dramatically reduces dependence on external hookups and redefines what self-contained means in a compact motorhome. Inside, the Evolite reinforces its long-term comfort credentials through thoughtful, permanent installations. A fixed rear double bed provides genuine sleeping space without requiring nightly conversions, an uncommon feature in vehicles of this size. The kitchen includes a sink, cassette stove, and a 90-liter refrigerator powered by the onboard battery system, while LED lighting, an FF heater for cold conditions, integrated ventilation, and water tanks with drainage ensure year-round usability. These elements collectively elevate the Evolite from a basic camper to a true living module designed for sustained habitation. Operationally, the Evolite excels in environments that challenge larger RVs. Rental fleets in Tokyo's Nerima ward and other urban hubs highlight its 7-seat capacity and everyday drivability, bridging normal vehicle use and mobile living. Its sub-5-meter length allows it to fit standard parking spaces and confidently navigate narrow rural roads, turning mobility into an advantage rather than a constraint. This stands in stark contrast to American Class A and Class C motorhomes, where size often limits access and flexibility. The Evolite's compactness does impose trade-offs. Without slide-outs, interior expansion is limited, and extended stays with 6 adults can feel tight. Pricing is also premium, with late 2025 models starting above 8.5 million yen and exceeding 10 million yen for higher-spec versions. Yet these costs reflect engineering depth rather than excess. Hold on, though, because we're just getting started. Number 4. Toyota Camroad. The Toyota Camroad occupies a distinctive place in the history of compact motorhomes, particularly in Japan, where it has served as a foundational RV platform since the late 1990s. More than a converted truck, the Camroad was conceived from the outset as a camper-specific chassis, its name blending camper and roadability to express Toyota's core intent. Early models such as the RZY230 and LY280 in the early 2000s established this philosophy by combining light truck durability with RV-ready features including automatic transmissions, petrol and diesel engines, and optional four-wheel drive. This made the Camroad uniquely suited to Japan's diverse driving environments, from dense urban streets to remote northern campgrounds. Built on the Toyota Dyna and Toyo Ace light truck platforms, the Camroad was engineered to support full camper bodies without sacrificing stability or longevity. Reinforced suspension, balanced weight distribution, and a frame designed to accept coach bodies distinguished it from aftermarket conversions. Toyota's continued refinement of the platform culminated in a 2021 update that improved safety and emissions performance, ensuring the Camroad remained viable in a market increasingly shaped by environmental and regulatory demands. Dimensionally, the Camroad strikes a careful balance between livability and maneuverability. Measuring roughly 4.8 to 5 meters long and about 2 meters wide, it remains far smaller than most American Class A or Class C motorhomes, while still offering substantial interior volume. Rental fleets in cities such as Tokyo and Osaka routinely list Camroad-based RVs in this size range, typically paired with 3-liter diesel engines and automatic transmissions. These proportions allow the vehicle to fit standard parking spaces, navigate narrow city streets, and access Japanese campgrounds without the penalties often imposed on oversized rigs, a sharp contrast to the logistical challenges faced by large Western RVs. Mechanically, the Camroad emphasizes endurance over performance. Engine options ranging from 2-liter petrol units to 2.8 to 3-liter diesels, often paired with 4-wheel drive, provide dependable all-season capability. This has made the platform especially valued for winter travel in snowy regions like Hokkaido or mountainous routes near Nagano. While not powerful in a sports car sense, these drivetrains are tuned for steady hauling and long service life, contributing to the Camroad's reputation for longevity. Many examples exported to markets such as the United States and Australia continue operating decades after manufacture. Inside, Camroad motorhomes exemplify modular efficiency. Convertible dinettes, cab-over bunks, compact kitchens, and optional wet baths transform limited dimensions into functional living spaces capable of supporting families on extended trips. Storage solutions are integrated into every available cavity, reflecting a design ethos where no space is wasted. But wait, there's more. Number 3. Vantech Corde Leaves. Developed as part of the Corde lineup, alongside models such as the Corde Bunks and Corde Rundy, the Vantech Corde Leaves was intentionally positioned as an outdoor-focused camper. Its name reflects a symbolic connection to nature, aligning the vehicle's purpose with journeys that span Japan's diverse landscapes, from Hokkaido's winter roads to Kyushu's coastal routes. Built on the Toyota Camroad chassis, the Corde Leaves benefits from a platform widely respected for reliability and camper adaptability. With dimensions just under 5 meters in length and under 2 meters wide, it balances compact exterior proportions with an interior that feels unusually open. This openness is reinforced by a rear entrance layout and large side windows, which flood the cabin with natural light and create a living space oriented around social interaction rather than simple transport. The result is a camper that feels communal and inviting, even within a modest footprint. Sleeping arrangements in the Corde Leaves highlight its thoughtful, multifunctional design. A cab-over loft bed provides space suitable for 2 adults, while the dinette converts into a large secondary bed capable of accommodating additional occupants. Combined with seating for up to 7 passengers in some configurations, the Leaves demonstrates how careful planning can support group travel without overcrowding. These arrangements make it particularly appealing to families or small groups seeking flexibility without stepping into larger, more cumbersome motorhomes. The kitchen forms the practical heart of the camper. Positioned near the rear entrance, it includes a sink, gas stove, and a 90-liter refrigerator, with optional microwave support when external power is available. Storage around the galley is arranged to keep cookware and provisions accessible, encouraging shared meal preparation rather than isolating cooking as a task. Climate control and storage further support year-round usability. Air conditioning and FF heating systems, offered as standard or optional depending on configuration, ensure comfort in both humid summers and cold shoulder seasons. Storage compartments are distributed throughout the cabin, allowing outdoor equipment to be stowed efficiently without encroaching on living space. The rear entrance doubles as a functional loading point, especially valued by outdoor enthusiasts transporting bulky gear. The Corde leaves does, however, reflect the inherent compromises of compact camper design. Its electrical system is generally more conventional than the advanced, high-capacity setups found in competitors like the Nuts RV Crescent Evolite, limiting off-grid endurance unless upgraded. Interior space, while cleverly arranged, cannot match the expansive living areas of large American motorhomes with slide-outs and residential appliances. Despite these limitations, the Corde Leaves stands out for its balance of amenities, maneuverability, and design intent. Announcements at the 2025 Tokyo Camping Car Show reaffirmed Vantech's commitment to adaptability through optional upgrades rather than excessive scale. Impressed, right? Well, there's more. Number 2. A to Z Amity. The A to Z Amity caravan might not be the flashiest name in the world of campervans, but its story is one of quiet revolution. Introduced in 2006, it emerged not as a luxury behemoth, but as a practical, everyday travel machine that reimagined what a compact cab conversion could be within the tight confines of Japanese roads and parking spaces. Long before oversized Class A American motorhomes became synonymous with interior opulence, A to Z's designers made a strategic choice to build a vehicle that was smaller, easier to drive, and more accessible to everyday travelers. Through 3 decades of production and continual refinement, the Amity became a bestseller in Japan's cab-over-camper class, selling in volumes that made it the standard bearer for compact RVs in a country where narrow streets and crowded urban centers demand physical restraint without sacrificing livability. What sets the Amity apart at first glance is its modest footprint and surprising interior space. With a length of 4,690 millimeters, a width of 1,950 millimeters, and a height of 2,770 millimeters, it sits comfortably within Japan's strict dimensional regulations, allowing owners to park it in ordinary car parks in Tokyo's Shibuya district or on quiet village streets in Hokkaido without fuss. Despite this compact exterior, it offers both a 6-seat passenger capacity and a 6-person sleeping capacity, a feat achieved through smart spatial design and multifunctional furnishings. A 1.8-liter engine and automatic transmission keep the drive both peppy and manageable, a necessity when weaving through the Narita Expressway toward Chiba's camping grounds or climbing the rolling slopes around Mount Fuji. The Amity's interior feels larger than its exterior suggests because of how A to Z engineers and designers distributed space. From the moment you step in through the rear or side, you're greeted by a flexible seating and dining area that doubles as a sleeping space once night falls. The dinette's tabletop can be removed and seats folded down to create a bed, measuring roughly 1,900 millimeters by 1,280 millimeters, roughly the size of a semi-double mattress, giving 2 adults a restful night's sleep without a complex setup. Above the cab, a spacious bunk measuring approximately 1,800 millimeters by 1,420 millimeters by 650 millimeters offers additional sleeping room. The small kitchen area includes a built-in 49-liter 12-volt refrigerator, a stainless sink with a pull-out shower head, and space for a cassette stove, allowing travelers to prepare meals en route or at camp. The sink cover doubles as a prep surface, and the placement of cabinets, some accessible from the interior and others through external baggage doors, means gear and provisions are never in the way. In the rear, Clever storage compartments cradle props, camping chairs, or equipment, while underfloor compartments maximize every inch of available room. This thoughtful storage architecture helps ensure that even with the bed set up, living space doesn't vanish. The Amity also comes equipped with essentials that make it suitable for travel in all seasons. An FF heater keeps the cabin tolerable on cool mornings along the Sea of Japan coastline in November. Lighting and ventilation fans built with energy-efficient LED technology extend power longevity on extended trips, and external side awnings create outdoor living space in locations like the sprawling campsites of Kyushu's Aso region. Some rental versions even include optional lithium sub-battery systems and air conditioners, giving the Amity a degree of independence in power generation that belies its otherwise modest systems package. What truly makes the Amity dramatic in the narrative of RV evolution is how it democratized the camping lifestyle in Japan. When it debuted, most motorhomes were larger, pricier vehicles that demanded experience and resources to operate. A 2Z's decision to prioritize a smaller footprint, accessible pricing, and practical features made the Amity approachable not just for seasoned RV enthusiasts, but for young families, first-time renters, and urban dwellers looking to escape the city grind for the natural expanses of places like Nara's Yoshino district or the hidden hot springs of Shikoku. Rental fleets from Sapporo to Sendai regularly list Amity models precisely because they appeal to a wide range of travelers, couples, families with children, even groups of friends on road trips. Yet the Amity does have its limitations. Compared to higher-end campers like Japan's Nuts RV Crescent Evolite, with its advanced electrical architecture and self-sustaining battery systems, the Amity's power setup is simpler and less supportive of prolonged off-grid living. Kitchens and utilities are functional, but not luxurious, and while storage solutions are smart, they cannot match the dedicated cabinets and compartments of larger motorhomes. Its compact design, which is one of its greatest strengths in crowded cities, also limits interior standing height and the breadth of amenities that can be built in without expanding size. Despite these trade-offs, the A to Z Amity is a true marvel of engineering, but we're not done just yet. Number 1. OK Motors Miniature Cruise Cozy. Built by Oka Motors, a company with a legacy of micro-RV conversions rooted in Japan's post-war kei car culture, the Miniature Cruise Cozy is based on the Suzuki Every K van platform, a vehicle restricted by law to around 3.4 meters in length, 1.48 meters in width, and 1.9 meters in height, thanks to Japan's K-class regulations. It's powered by a 660 cubic centimeter engine, the maximum displacement allowed for this class, which sacrifices raw power for fuel economy and easy handling. For decades, Japanese engineers have squeezed performance and functionality into tiny spaces, but the Cruise Cozy takes that to an almost surreal extreme, turning what was once a tiny urban van into a usable, living, travelable space with surprising adaptability. At first glance, the Miniature Cruise Cozy could be mistaken for a standard Suzuki, every rolling off a dealership lot, its diminutive footprint evoking the narrow streets of Kyushu or the compact parking spaces of Osaka. But step inside, and the drama begins. OK Motors' ingenious conversion transforms every centimeter of interior volume into functional living space. The design eliminates one of the standard rear seats to make way for a long kitchen block along the driver's side. This clever layout reflects Oka's fundamental approach to micro-camper design. Make the essentials multifunctional rather than expansive. The compact kitchenette includes a sink with hinged hatch access, an 18-liter top-loading refrigerator, a microwave, and workstation counters that double as sleeping platforms or dining areas, a level of utility that belies the van's tiny external dimensions. The kitchen block in the Miniature Cruise Cozy isn't just for preparing instant noodles, a staple of many Japanese campsite mornings. It is also an architectural pivot for interior transformation. In the 2022 model refresh, Oka Motors took a bold step by reworking this block to expand laterally into a loft bed structure that nearly spans the length of the cabin. With the help of a few drop-in support panels, what was once counter space becomes a 69.7-inch long elevated sleeping platform, suitable for a single tall occupant or a petite couple with their feet dangling just beyond its edges. Meanwhile, the passenger side seating area composed of multi-cushion configurations, can be rearranged into a sofa, dining benches, or a lower bed, measuring around 182 by 85 centimeters when combined with the kitchen surfaces, effectively offering sleeping capacity for 2 adults and potentially a small child in exceptionally cozy conditions. This incredible spatial flexibility reflects Oka's belief that even the tiniest of campers should offer real versatility, not just a place to sleep. Despite its remarkable interior, the Cruise Cozy retains its K-van maneuverability as one of its greatest strengths. With its sub-3.5-meter length and light weight, this camper can navigate the twisting lanes of rural Ehime Prefecture with effortless ease, tuck comfortably into a Tokyo apartment parking space, and slip through narrow alleyways where larger RVs would be immediately prohibited. The 660 cubic centimeter engine's modest power output may not thrill speed demons, but it delivers excellent fuel efficiency, a crucial consideration for long hauls between remote campsites like those around Shiratoko National Park or the remote beaches of Miyazaki. Electric power is equally adapted to the Cozy's compact ethos. A dual 85 ampere-hour battery setup paired with a 1,500-watt inverter powers interior lights and small appliances. Buyers can upgrade to a 200 ampere-hour lithium battery for greater capacity and optionally add solar panels for off-grid resilience. While this electrical system is not as sophisticated as the high-efficiency Evolite architecture used by larger Japanese RVs like the Nuts RV Crescent Evolite, it punches well above its weight class for a van of this size. Of course, the Cozy has its limitations. It lacks a built-in bathroom, and while the multifunction kitchen can even double as an outdoor shower source thanks to a pull-out sink sprayer, it cannot replicate the full comforts of larger motorhomes. It also isn't ideal for extended stays with multiple adult occupants. Yet for solo travelers, digital nomads, or couples, it is an excellent option. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Did you like this video? If you did, please consider liking, dropping a comment, and hitting the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on our new uploads. Also, don't miss this video you see on your screen right now. It's truly unbelievable.